I actually thought that said poof, and it's just 4 symbols. I need my glasses.
What does it actually say?
It doesn't say anything, it's just 4 symbols. I genuinely looked at that earlier and thought, I wonder why it says poof. Or boob.
So, hi Ross, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Yeah.
So, this is weirdly a special episode, isn't it, Ross? Do you want to explain why it's a special episode?
Simon and I are in the same room.
What?
Say what?
Say what?
Sat at the same table,
Yeah.
looking each other
Yeah.
in the eyes.
In the eye, directly in the eye. Both eyes at the same
So it's a nice surprise, isn't it? It's a nice difference. My wife is out on a hen do in Edinburgh, so I thought, what a good opportunity to invite Simon round for a sleepover.
No. Oh, how much chocolate have we got for midnight snacks?
I thought midnight snacks was a. We used to when me and my cousin used to sleep over at my grandma's. You'd say, make sure you get some midnight snacks. And you'd take them in, and we would literally like make sure we stayed awake. Because it's not like we had phones, so you could set an alarm.
This bag of Minstrels is starting to melt. Is it midnight yet?
Yeah, it's 11:58 and I've just got a brown puddle in it. I haven't shat myself. It's the Maltesers.
So this is the first Simon and Ross podcast together. Amazing.
I know.
Woo!
It's taken 2 years.
Yeah. So enjoy the music, and we're back after this. Later.
Bye.
So Ross, here we are together, enjoying the same drink. In fact,
Gooseberry sours.
That was a good sound.
The microphone definitely picked that up, didn't it?
Definitely.
That bulbous head could get around anything.
Definitely peaked on Audacity. I'm telling you that.
So much so that it's going to cut out when we actually do it.
Yeah. It's there. There's something.
Well,
there.
let's try and do a more subtle clink.
Oh, that was deeper.
Go for top.
Try double bottom.
I was going to say upper rim.
All right. Both suggestions.
All right, upper rim first.
Yeah. Didn't peak as much.
And chunky bottoms. Smashed.
New computer covered in beer. What seems to be the problem?
Is that a new laptop?
Yeah.
Is this his maiden voyage?
Recording, yeah. Definitely.
No wonder it took so fucking long, so you didn't even have Windows on it, did you?
Well, no, it's an Apple, so yeah, it was a bit of an effort trying.
So where's that come from then?
John Lewis.
Oh, fucking! I'll tell you what. I'll go on record and say this.
Go on.
Don't rate John Lewis at all, unless you're going in to buy some Le Crueset cups or Le Crueset egg cups. It's fucking dogger. Overpriced dogger is what it is.
But they've never knowingly undersold or oversold, whatever the expression is.
I've been in there, so Fatima and I got John Lewis vouchers 2 years on the trot, right?
I feel this is already going to be intense. Go on.
It's more intense because you're looking right at me.
I won't look at the screen.
Close the screen a little bit. Do away with that. Will it still work?
Yep.
So for 2 years on the bounce, we got John Lewis vouchers. We got the first, which we're totally appreciative of. But we had like, I think we had £100 at first.
Yeah.
So we kept going to John Lewis. Oh, fucking get rid of these vouchers. We've just bought a house. There'll be summit. Can't find fuck all, right? The only stuff that we might have wanted was massively overpriced. So it's like, well, I'm not gonna use this £100 to spend another 500.
No.
You know.
That's what they want, though.
That's what they want, the cheap bastards. So we were like, right, let's find something that's, cheaper. Okay, now time and time again we went in. A year later, we hadn't used these vouchers, right? Birthday comes round, John Lewis vouchers. That another 50 quid.
I know what Ross and Farmer like.
That another 50 quid. This is from someone else.
Right.
So we have more John Lewis vouchers, and we kept going back, and we could not fucking find anything. Over and over again, and in the end, we were looking for, you know, the unit in the corner of the living room?
Yeah.
We were looking for something to go there.
Nice unit.
It is a nice unit,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
John Lewis. Because we bought a unit, right, and put it there, and it was like a big shelving unit, but it was taller than it was wide. And they delivered it, and they put it there, and straight away I thought, that looks fucking weird. I don't think that works.
Right, okay.
I tried to populate it.
Right, yeah. Because you're not putting it on its side?
It's like a fucking bookshelf.
Yeah? Oh, alright, okay.
The shelves have been vertical. Completely useless. And it had metal sides. Well,
Right.
it had open sides, but
Right.
it had wooden shelves and a metal frame.
You're listening to Bookshelf Talk for April. Thanks very
She had a lovely metal frame. And
It had a lovely dovetail joint on it, though.
robust shelves to put just about anything your mind can handle.
As long as you wanted horizontal books.
So I was like, right, now this has got to go back. Sent it back, got a refund, right? Lost £30 of those vouchers because the delivery isn't covered by vouchers. So I thought, so I was like, I've done all that, I'm 30 quid down
now.
now.
We've hit the rub.
Yeah, I'm 30 quid down now. So we ended up going back, and Fatima said, we can't keep spending these vouchers on little bits of shit. And by little bits of shit, she means the Crueset cups. Because they're bloody lovely sign when I'm Le Crueset United over here.
High quality.
Absolute. Oh my god.
You want an espresso in a cup. That's the kind of cup you want.
And that's the Le Crueset colour. That.
Okay, that's a t-shirt.
Whenever you see that type of orange, light at the top and going to darker towards the bottom.
Yeah.
That's Le Crueset. Sponsored by Le Crueset.
Salmon Ross, sponsored by Le Crueset Cups. That's Le Crueset!
Look at that. What's that? That's Le Crueset. So it's
Just picture the scene, Sunday morning. It's just dusk light. We're going down the street in Italy. There's a couple of guys just sat having a nice coffee with some orange cups.
my Italy.
What?
Gotta be French, hasn't it?
Le Crueset?
Sounds more French than Italian to
Doesn't
me.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Le Crueset.
Yeah. Wasted pitch.
But continue. But just I'll tell you what. Go back to the start, but just change it for
Okay.
what's that? The Dordogne.
So, see, do you just fart?
Yeah. Do you want to pick that up if we were on Zoom?
There's a big peak there, I can see it there.
There's a big peak here. I think I need to go to the bathroom.
I'm sat on a shite. Yeah, so look, open scene, fades up, the door doing. Going down the street, you see two French guys. Just
Dordogne.
Imagine
You're
this.
greeted by Quasimodo. You're in. He says, "You're in the Dordogne."
The door Pans across. See two guys just sat having a coffee. The one guy goes, "This is the best coffee. This is the best coffee. Well, let's just do it. We'll do the advert, right?" Pans across, two guys. One says,
Do you like men?
"Do the men get slightly darker orange near the bottom?"
Okay, so two men are having a coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a beautiful coffee. They taste, how you say, so much better. I am Arsene Wenger, by the way. tastes so much better after a top corner penalty. Tastes so much better in this pleasant cup. What is this? It is a light orange at the top and it goes down to dark orange at the bottom. And what is it?
Ah, oui. That is the Crueset.
Le Crueset.
Yeah. Chin chin, as they say in
Dodoing.
Dodoing.
Dodoing. But cut to we've done that. We've got the
What are we talking about?
with John Lewis's shit.
Yeah. That's the Crueset.
And we ended up just buying a lampshade. We did. It's the one in the living room.
The one that you ended up wearing on your head.
No, that's the light shade. Sorry, rather than a lampshade.
Oh.
So central, big light.
Right.
Talking big light in the living room.
Big light. Little.
That light shade is John Lewis.
Right. Okay.
And I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just glad to be shot of those vouchers.
So you'd rather have the lampshade you didn't like.
I felt honour bound to shop there.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah.
In fact, the only thing I did like in there was a giant.
Cock.
Was well, I don't know what you would call it. It's like it
Gobbly finger.
It goes in your garden, big wooden back garden house.
Shed.
No, not a shed.
A back garden house that's not a shed.
It's got cushions in it. You go in there to sit and it's got like all sofas around the outside.
Granny flat.
No, it's like a bloody. Like a. Oh, fucking hell, what's the name of it? You know, like. People build them. You know, we're gonna build a wooden shack in the back garden, and you
a
go
love
in,
shack.
and you chill shack.
Chill shack, baby.
The chill shack.
I got me some John Lewis vouchers.
About £100 worth.
We've got £15 to the chill shack.
I can't use them. Wish I could swap them for money. Don't go to John Lewis. It's a bit of a shit.
What? Like a...
Imagine if I had, in the garden,
Yeah.
separate from the house entirely,
Yeah.
I had a big wooden, like, teepee thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and you go in and it's just a lounge area, it's just a chill zone. Yeah?
Chill zone!
And you can go in there and, you know, suck.
Suck zone.
Suck zone, baby!
Suck zone, baby! I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can't remember the name of it, but I am gonna bring it up for you so you can see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's definitely not called the Suck Zone.
It just said suck zone.
John Lewis.
Suck zone. It's next to the kids' play area.
Suck Zone, baby. How would you find it? Menu. Home and garden.
Patio area. No?
Garden. I don't feel like it's going to be covered in those categories. It's not a pizza oven.
Barbecue? You talking about barbecue?
No. Right. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to Google garden room.
Conservatory.
Something like this.
Good content, Ross.
You know, imagine if you had something like that.
Right, okay.
What would you call that? Suck zone. That's called a garden office. I don't know if it has a room. We could coin a new term.
It's like a like a chalet.
No, chalet is bigger. Something like that, right? More akin to this. A summer house.
Summer house, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But they had one of them. Fucking suck zone. They had one of them, right? Big wooden thing, and you go in. I think it's about $5,000. And you go in, and there's seating all around the outside with a lovely table in the middle, cushy, and you sit there and you just
wait
suck.
to be sucked.
or give suckage. Whatever you want, really.
Be the sucky.
Yeah, or sucker. And I kept looking at it, oh, bloody lovely that. But I mean, you could still get one like that for half the price around some dog shit from John Lewis. But it's not even waterproof.
Stop fast. It picks you up every time you fart. This microphone is quite good.
Sorry, I must explain to the viewers, we've just had chops. We've had very saucy chops.
Is it that quick with you?
Eh? Oh, yeah. Simon nearly killed himself licking the plate.
I will say we had Shmeez.
Shamim. Yes.
Who likes every single one of our Instagram posts, which is great. Mm-hmm. We had her. What would you call the chops? Have they got
just lamb chops. Just lamb chops.
They weren't just lamb chops though.
Well, they were in a nice spicy sauce.
Very nice spicy
marinated.
Sauce. A nice spicy sauce. Yeah, they were amazing. So thank you, Shamim.
Do I need to write it down for you?
Yeah, please do.
Shamim.
Yeah, Shamim. Shamim.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Shamim. If you are listening, which I may possibly not, but thank you very much.
You should listen to some.
Yeah, they were amazing. I had an incredibly sweaty head. Which I
told you they were good, didn't I?
I
did tell you they were good.
Yeah, and then I decided to lick the plate after, and I almost gave myself a coronary. That was it.
Trying to get out the door.
That's it.
Yeah, that scene from Get Stars Parody, so.
But yeah, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, I will say.
You'll be alright. Take it from somebody who has an infamously weak gut. Chops will be fine.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, shit yourself on the Transpennine on the way to.
Don't do it here.
On the way across the Pennines.
Don't do it here. Don't do it at my house. Do it on the train.
Yeah, get it out there, out the window.
Yeah, there's nothing better than nasty shit when the toilet's moving.
Nasty shit. Nasty. Oh, that's nasty.
That's nasty. Oh, did I tell you I watched Napoleon Dynomite?
Finally. I know that you said you started it.
It was all right. Do you know what? Do you know what I loved more is remembering the bits that you and Lloyd had said.
Yeah.
Because I want that.
I won't.
It isn't even a great scene. I didn't think it was that funny, but the fact that I know you and Lloyd loved it so much. For about 2 days, every time I just kept thinking, I want that.
Yeah, that's the amount of times I've been in like any shop, any marketplace, anywhere, and I'll just go, I
want that.
I say, oh, look at that. Oh, that's quite good. Fast will go, what do you think of that? I want that.
But I think you two made me enjoy it more than I would have done if not.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you.
What about Uncle Rico? Uncle Rico.
Bastard.
I could do a pig skin quite right.
That fucking wig is terrible as well, isn't it? I also think I need to watch it again to then find it funny. So I will watch it again.
You must have enjoyed Rex Kwando. You think I got where I am dressed like Peter Pan here? That's a kick to the face.
It was all good. Bear in mind, this is the first time I made it all the way through, and I actually sort of think the worst scene is the dance scene because
how dare you?
It's not. I was actually more interested in everything else.
If it's because you don't expect him to do it.
No.
You think it's going to be dog shit.
Yeah.
And then he just pops out this amazing. It's the way he's just totally in the zone.
Yeah. I completely got it, but I was sort of more interested in everyone else.
Yeah, but that's the final.
It's the nature.
It's all building up to that performance.
I know. But I enjoyed it far more than I did the first time.
And what about is it Pip? No, what's his name? What's his brother's name? Is it Pip?
With the lady.
Oh, Chip or something.
The chick he finds on the internet.
Is it Wanda?
I can't remember.
Shaniqua or something. Your mom goes to college. That's when you hear him. He's just on his computer in another room. Your mom goes to college. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but I just found it. Like I say, I bought it, so I'll watch it again. Yeah, it was much better than I thought it was.
It's fucking quality. It's one of the best.
Yeah.
It's one of the best comedy films out there of the modern era.
Molonaise.
Hey, Molonaise.
Molonaise.
The other thing I was going to ask you that we touched on is we're now 2 episodes deep into Moon Knight.
Yeah.
And
that's right. I'm Stephen. Stephen, yeah.
I don't know. I don't like.
I just work at a museum.
Yeah, I'm gift shop Stephen. But I couldn't fucking pin him down. I was like, what have I seen him in? June.
Star Wars.
Yes. But more recently,
yeah.
he plays the dad in June.
He does, yeah.
He's
Atreus dad.
Yeah.
He's the guy with the tooth that was spitting bus dust at the other guy.
Eh?
On a previous episode, previously on the Simon and Ross podcast, you said about that bit where he's got the thing in his tooth where he bites on it and blows bus dust in the other guy's mouth.
Yes, bus dust.
Bus dust, yeah.
Yes. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Very, very versatile.
You can show him in any situation and he'll end up coming up to arms.
And obviously you've got Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I struggle with Ethan Hawke.
He's almost like a shit Kevin Bacon.
I'm going to shake your hand, Ross.
Is that bang on?
You've nailed it.
That's bang on, that, is it?
Yeah. I mean, some would say Kevin Bacon's the shit Kevin Bacon, but, I actually quite like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
But, yes, you're totally right.
Yeah. Yeah. Bang on there.
Oh, this is my bit. But yeah, no, it's really, spot on.
Yeah, I mean, 2 episodes in, I actually am enjoying it.
Yeah.
The thing that I love about the Marvel MCU and the series is you never know what you're going to get. It's a bit like a box of chocolates.
It's like Forrest Gump, isn't it?
You never know what you're going to get. It could be weird but great, like WandaVision.
Yeah.
It could be weird but shit, like Winter Solstice and Summer Falcon.
I think you purposely get it wrong now.
I don't even try and get it right.
You're distancing yourself so much you can't get it right.
Yeah, that's it. He's called Hawk.
No, he's not.
I genuinely meant that as well.
He's called
Hawk.
Hawk. I wanted to be Falcon. He called me Hawk.
I wanted to be Falcon. He called me Hawk.
Like greatest hits episode. This.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's the one. Well done.
You know.
10 points to Gryffindor.
But you're right. I can barely I don't know.
No.
I don't know what it's called. But that was. I mean, they're just a bit shit. The characters.
Yeah.
And even characters they brought in were shit. Like the villain was pointless.
Absolutely.
The Captain America replacement, knob jockey.
Big chin, knob jockey.
Yeah, pointless. Just that whole thing, it was just nah.
Yeah.
Nah. But Moon Knight, I've never heard of him.
No.
I mean, there are comics.
Yeah.
I don't know how it fits in.
No.
I imagine it will. It usually does.
Yeah.
They tend to tie it in.
Yeah.
So there might be a reference in there somehow. But it's very Egyptian. It's a bit like we're just missing Brendan Fraser.
I've never watched any of them.
The Mummy films.
No.
It's very like when Matey Boy's conjuring up those demons of Anubis. You know, the fucking dog things that come out of the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are. I mean, any Egyptian, the Mummy, Stargate, a third one.
Death on the Nile.
Yeah. You know, rock the Casbah. That's the sort of thing you see.
Yeah.
Is those Anubis-like soldiers, dog-like soldiers.
They used to scare me when I was a kid.
They are scary.
Yeah.
I won't like to be chased by one.
No.
But you know, it's got that type of vibe. But then it's like, who you've got what's he called, Khonshu.
Right.
Who's supposed Khonshu is the master of the Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, right. You talked about yeah.
Yeah. So
Is that Liam Neeson?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think it is. Sounds like it.
You did though, didn't you? Because you only said it otherwise. I think it's Kevin Bacon. Khonshu, who supposedly just kills people who deserve it.
Yeah.
Right. And then you've got the antagonist god, who I can't remember her name, but that's the one that Ethan Hawke is. Ethan Hawke.
Hawke.
Is
they can't make Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, he's on her side.
Yeah.
And she kills people before they've done anything.
Yeah.
Problem with that is she'll kill them when they're kids.
Yeah.
50 years before they do anything.
Yeah.
And how do you know what they're going to do is going to warrant a death sentence? He just holds people's hands and they just wither and die. Because there's that old lady and she's like, I've never done anything wrong in my life.
Yeah, but in 50 years' time you're going to die.
And then she dies.
Yeah. So
it's very subjective, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Isn't that what Minority Report is about?
Maybe. I can't remember.
I've never seen it, so...
I saw it donkeys years ago. Whose side would you take?
Tom Cruise.
No, in Egypt.
Oh, in Egypt? The pharaohs?
No. What would you... Kill people after they've done something, but the damage is done, they've done it, they've killed someone, or... So imagine like Hitler would never exist. Hitler would never come to do what he did.
That is tempting. But as Deadpool alludes to, you can't kill a baby because of something that a 40-odd-year-old is going to do. You can't.
Yeah.
You're as bad, if not worse, than that person.
Right.
But I get the problem.
So you would take Khonshu's side?
No, because if you could stop something from happening, then you should stop it from happening.
I guess.
But maybe if there was a way of doing it 5 minutes before they're about to do it. There
isn't. You've also got the argument that let's say Khonshu knows.
Kill the baby, kill all babies.
I'm gonna pull that and just.
That's the episode.
No context.
Kill all babies.
That you could say that, okay, well, if you could guarantee that person would be killed immediately after their first instance of this crime.
That's still one person could be dead.
Yes, but let's take Hitler.
Yeah.
He'd be dead.
He was a bad man, wasn't he?
He was a bugger.
He was.
He'd be dead long before he killed millions of people.
But the problem is, unless you are like a superhero, there's no way really that you could back any. There's no way you could back any of it up because there'd be no proof. That'd be the problem, wouldn't it?
No, there is proof because he's already killed one person. Or 5 people, or whatever.
You could have done that by accident.
Yeah, but you'd have to rely on Khonshu's integrity to understand the difference between murder and manslaughter.
Yeah. And that's not been delved into Moon Knight yet, has it?
No, it hasn't. I don't think they're going to delve into
it. The Disney programme that you just watched.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to go that deep somehow.
No. But no, it's an interesting question, Ross.
It's a die cop to me.
Isn't it just? Yeah.
Yeah, the drink.
Is that another monster?
So I think it's pretty promising. I think it looks pretty good for something that we're completely unfamiliar with. And I thought you'd be like, oh, Moon Knight, yay!
Yeah, and I should be that guy, but I've no idea.
Do you reckon the people listening to this will go, now, do you not know Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Fuck him. Fuck all of them.
Still have no idea, like the whole... It sort of hints that Khonshu found a dying Mark Spector.
Yeah.
And rescued him by putting him in the body of Gift Shop Stephen.
That's not the impression I got.
What did you get?
It was Michael Crawford impression. Jessica did a whoopsie on the carpet. I got the impression that has always been his body.
Full body.
Chateau Neuf de Pape. Top
rim.
Oh yeah. You like a nice Chateau Neuf de Pape, don't you, Ross?
It's the best.
Yeah. Charlotte's not that much of a fan of French. It is French, isn't it?
It's called Chateau Neuf de Pape.
Oh.
It's up there with Le Crueset.
That's Le Crueset.
You know,
that's
the famous
Chateau Neuf de Pape.
famous Belgian crockery.
The Belgian?
No, it's French. I'm taking a piss. Could have said anything, couldn't I? It's Nigerian.
I just had to do a Nigerian impression of That's the Crueset, and I've decided not to.
Go on.
No.
I want to hear it now. You were going to.
It's
so racist.
That is Le Crueset. Was that racist? I don't think it was.
I thought you were going to speak in some African dialect. That's the first thing you think when you think of African dialect. So I was training the other day, and I've been doing boot camps.
Yeah.
Peloton boot camps.
Yeah.
And a boot camp is where you, like, for 45 minutes or an hour, you'll do a mixture. So you'll be on the bike for 10 minutes, fucking doing a HIIT workout on the bike. And then you'll jump off the bike and you'll pick up the weights. And obviously it's all instructor led. And then you'll do like a 10-minute weight circuit, and you'll be doing deadlifts and squats and all sorts. And then you'll jump back on the bike and do another HIIT 10 minutes, and you'll jump back off and you'll do a weight. Fucking hard. Now it's always tough. And to supplement that, at the end of every workout, I've started a plank challenge last week. So I started doing 30 seconds, and I've been adding 10 seconds every day.
Right, okay.
So I'm up to 1 minute 40 seconds at the minute.
I can do that.
Come on then. We're planking live on air. Simon's fucked it.
Maybe I can't.
No, come on. Bullshit, come on.
Oh, right, okay. All right.
Let's see how long. Do you want me to do it first, then you try and beat mine? Or?
Yeah, go on then.
Well, let's not do it because it'll be slippy as fuck. Let's do it on here.
Well,
Oh, we can't we? I would say take your socks off.
Yeah. Socks off.
Otherwise, you'll slip all over the spot.
Don't want that, do it. Let's do it together. We'll do it together.
No. Because I need to make sure you're not cheating. Right.
Okay.
I'm going to do it first.
Right, okay.
Because you've got the advantage of knowing what you've got to beat.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I haven't actually done it today, so I'm shooting for 140.
Excuses.
Or 150. So,
Ross is now planking. That's it. It's tight in this touch. Is your touch tight, Ross?
Oh, it's solid.
Okay, so we've got 16 seconds, 17 seconds. That's it. He's just readjusting himself. That's allowed within the rules.
It's very slippy.
Isn't it? Just he's getting the excuses in early. So, you started planking 15 months ago, Ross. How you finding it now? Did you think that, was it something?
I'm a right planker.
Was it something you started in lockdown? Was it a gift that you were given by God? The shakes are starting, Ross. Ross, are you aware the shakes are starting now? Yeah. That's it. It's breathing. It's breathing through the pain. There we go. We're at 1 minute and 8 seconds. There we go. So how do you feel about the plight of penguins in the Antarctic?
Okay.
1 minute 20. Was that right? 1 minute 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Right, you ready? I mean, I could just collapse after a second and get this over with. Okay?
3, 2, 1, go.
Stop standing. Talk to me, Ross. Talk to me. How does it feel to be distracted when you try to breathe? It's absolutely great. It's actually helping because it's taking my mind off what I'm doing.
Drop your ass. That's it.
Ooh, that's tight. Ooh, that's tight.
That's crabs, that's crab ass.
Yeah, that's tight. Ooh.
Oh, he's shaking. He's not even 30 seconds in.
Oh, it's slipping this slow, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I said do it on the carpet. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is good, yeah. Isn't it just, yeah. Listen to the new single by Rammstein. It's great. No, it's gone.
You did well. 110.
Oh, that's not bad.
You did well there.
I think it's, if the floor wasn't as slippery as it was, then I'd done like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Simon thought he could beat 140.
20.
No.
120.
What I originally said is I'm up to 140.
Oh, yeah.
And you said I could do more than that.
Yeah.
You did 110.
I'm still quite impressed with it, isn't I?
I think a minute is good
Yeah.
for someone who never does it.
Back at it a bit.
But given a bit of warm up
Yeah.
and lack of booze and not a slippy floor
And spicy chop.
and spicy
Spicy
ass
chop.
chops. So there you go. There's your plank challenge. How do your shoulders feel? How do your core feel? Have you shat yourself?
A little bit of everything. Yeah.
I saw a brief clip of them. I don't know if you've ever watched them. I think it's called like the Sexual Health Clinic or something like that.
No.
All the rotters go on there with gammy badges and that.
Did you recognise it?
And, there's a guy on there who's like, he's like, yeah, I have sex like up to 3 times a day, like all different girls, and this doctor's like, right, and he's like, I've got this weird spot on the old helm. So she's like, right, yeah, lie down, let's have a look. Peels the skin back, peels the old skin back, you know, and he's got genital warts. But she has to swab him.
Right, okay.
She goes down the old.
Of the old in the old.
And he literally goes. She's like, right, and the first one, he's like, she goes, right, that's the first one, and we're going in with the second one. And that's done. Didn't need to do that. Just knew you were a pussy. But to be fair, I can't imagine. Fingers crossed, touch wood, mango wood, good shit. That I'll never have to experience that. I kind of want you to tell me more, but I don't at the same time. Because I know what it feels like to just...
to be a girl.
Because that's got to be the most sensitive of all holes.
It's the holiest of all holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sensitive.
This Christmas, welcome to That Sensitive, Volume 1.
Number 1 sensitive, the urethra. The male urethra.
Not discounting the female urethra.
I just can't imagine, like, I just want to fucking chasing me around the room, like, fucking,
yeah.
He's going towards it.
Offering it to it and then withdrawing it immediately.
I'm not surprised it just...
Yeah.
Just into the body. You essentially fucked yourself before you've gone in, haven't you? Just... Your own...
You essentially fuck yourself.
Your own member has disappeared inside your own body. So you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been there. there. Yeah.
Just can't.
You want me to describe the
How
operation?
many times did they go in? Over the course of the whole experience, how many times have you had something down there?
Twice. Once I was completely knocked out for.
Right.
And didn't know anything about...
You can't not make a face.
No.
As soon as you think about it, you just go... I just want to sink into the wall.
The problem is, at the time, you could have said, I'm cutting it off, and I've gone, yeah, go and do it. So, but, you know, it's just like, we're going to knock you out, and then we're going to put this stent up, and we're going to, yeah, do whatever you need to do. I don't think I quite knew what they were doing.
You wouldn't want it.
No.
I remember when I had my balls operated on. And you remember
Here
that?
we go. Jingle. Ross's ball operation.
bit of jungle drummer bit.
Yeah.
Voodoo people, prodigy.
Yeah, that's...
Boom, boom. And I woke up with my balls in a hammock. And I had no idea what was going on.
The woman offer you cocktails.
But I felt amazing.
Yeah.
Penis colada. So.
If you like penis colada.
Long objects down the jack.
But how did they open the balls up to get to yours?
They opened the sack.
Right. Okay.
So it's
down the seam.
You know where you've got an almost taint down your sack, haven't you? The seam.
Yeah.
So they go down the seam.
The zip.
They open it up, the sack.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know exactly how they go about it, but
No.
they basically.
You're not a doctor, are you, Ross?
No.
Right.
They basically unravel the testicles, the tubes.
Yeah.
To make them straight.
Yeah.
And then they fasten them to the inside of your balls.
Don't do that with your face.
They fasten them to the inside of your sack.
Right, okay.
Right, so they can't move. They can't tangle anymore.
What do they fasten to the side of the sack?
I don't know. I think it's just like staples. No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they use.
And are they still in place?
Oh yeah, they're in place the rest of my life.
But they always... Right,
Yeah,
okay.
they've got to be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you wake up and your ball bag is obviously very, very tender. Like those chops. Incredibly tender.
That's spicy.
But not nearly as saucy. and I woke up and you feel amazing because you're just fucking high as balls.
Yeah.
And
I gave you high balls.
I said to the nurse who was wheeling me back into the ward, I was like, what did they actually do? Because I didn't really know. I was like, what have they actually done?
Yeah.
What's this hanging out my ass?
It's always my glove.
Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. That was a bet between the surgeons.
And you've won, by the way.
Yeah. Well, no. So the and when I asked her what they actually do, she was like, "You don't want to know." She was like, "You wouldn't want to know," because they're not like you imagine them being like, you know, it's your testicles, sort of like precision, like little, and then like, oh, careful, nah. They rag those things around like punch bags. Yeah,
Right,
she was like, they're not gentle because this is why you'll be very swollen, you'll be very sore, you'll struggle to walk for the next 2 weeks. It'd be like a frog on a space opera.
You got that from me, haven't you?
Probably. And they're not gentle.
No.
So I picture them just like fucking getting balls.
Slice the balls open, throw them across.
Yeah. I imagine that they basically got me upside down on a dartboard. Thump. Yeah, that got them. one more will rupture it. Thump. Right, now we can see his testicles. And I'm just on a rotating board like that. Just unconscious.
What's this knife wound on my arm? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, pretty much how it went down, I believe. But I remember, like, I was that high. And I felt so confident.
Yeah.
So I woke up and I was literally like, I wasn't chatting her up.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Exactly right.
I was like having a back and forth with this nurse, and I thought, bloody hell, I wish I always felt this relaxed and comfortable. And I thought, I'm like a fucking boss life here. And I looked down and my balls were in a hammock. Like, don't get too cocky, your balls are in a hammock.
I started texting Charlotte about Nurse Claire and how amazing she was. I'd met her that morning after the operation.
Yeah.
And she's like, you kept texting me about Nurse Claire or whatever she was called. And I was like, I don't even remember who she was.
Amazing.
It's just amazing.
Made short work of my Jap side. Like putty in her hands it was. She couldn't have done out with it.
No, that was all great. It was
I'll tell you what, while I was spinning around on the dartboard, you were lied out and the doctors were going, Figaro, 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 Figaro. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning.
We need to get 3 more around it so we can create the whole thing.
Galileo, Galileo. Why are there sprigs of rosemary sticking out the end of it?
Why does my cock smell like Freddie Mercury?
You smell fennel. They've done an Aragon on me, haven't they?
Can you line up with the doctors and make them breathe in my mouth just to see which one has been chewing herbs?
Yeah, hi. I was in for surgery last week. I've just had a piss, and I wasn't sure what it was at first, but I've just pissed out 2 coriander seeds.
Has any of the nursing staff recently been promoted to King of the North?
But the bottom line is, you're best off not knowing.
Yeah.
Because the fucking pretty rough.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why he's so sore afterwards, because they fucking ragdoll it around like a loose fire hose.
Yeah.
And slap it like that.
Into that.
Dickhead, isn't he?
The worst was it was when they get his count down from 10, and I was literally like, I think I'm so awake I could probably get to 1. I don't know what's going on. It was like 10, 9.
Oh yeah, 10, piece of piss.
Yeah. Right, are you ready? 10.
Well, I'd say when I went in the first time, and they sent me to this department, and I thought I was going in to have a consultation about this surgery. That's what I thought. But I went in, they laid me down, they started doing x-rays and shit, and I was like, what's going on here? And then I went into this doctor's office, and he was like, so you think you've got a urinary infection? I was like, no. And he was like, thumbing through his fucking... It was just an Etch-a-Sketch.
You seem to have a very square penis. There's no circles on it whatsoever. It's right angles.
And I said, I was like, no, I haven't got a urinary infection. And he was like, He was like, but you're having trouble weeing? I was like, no. I said, it's me balls. I said, and I explained. He was like, it's me. It's not a. Don't touch the.
I've got a headache.
Broken me out.
Little top.
So, and they literally were like to make themselves look less stupid.
Yeah.
They literally tried to sell the idea of getting something put down my jab side just for the fuck of it. They were like, oh, well, while you're here, seeing as you do have an appointment, but a man of your age, around 30, that is the time when, men are more likely to develop a urine infection. And they were like, so while you're here, you have got an appointment. Do you want to see anyway? And I was like, well, what does it involve? And they were like, we put this thing down your jab. No!
Is that what happened?
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. What time in the morning is it? 6:30. That's fine.
No, do I fuck? Like, no, I'm not volunteering for this.
No.
I said, no chance. Bring me back when you know what the fuck's wrong with me. So I left with them and they called me back, and they said we're going to do what do they call it? A bell clapper.
Is that a cheese?
That's what I did. And then I told you about when I went for a checkup. And it was that.
No, it's all going out on the podcast, though.
Yeah. That big Irish doctor. So it was about 3 or 4 weeks post-op. And I couldn't walk properly for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, proper fucked like. And after about 3 weeks, I had to go back. I had to go to the doctor's in near Horsforth for a checkup. Well, the doctor, literally, I walked in. He was this big burly Irish geezer, and he was like, "Right, so what are you here for?" And I was like, "Oh, a checkup. I had an operation." And he was like, "All right, let me bring your record up." And he was like, "Bell clapper." He was like, I've never heard of that one before.
powder.
It's something all my characters have in common. Oh, it hurts. That's what he said. That's what he did.
Carry on. Can you just repeat that bit? I don't think.
No, because if I try and do it the same way, I'll probably shit myself. He looks at a computer, he said, Belcom, I've never seen that before. He said, I've never heard of that. He said, well, I've never heard of that before. And I went from Somerset to Ireland.
Somerset, was it? Right. I've never heard of that before.
So I was a bit nervous, and I was like, right. And he was like, he was like, so you're just here for a checkup to see. And I was like, well, you fucking tell me. Like, I've just been told to come in for a checkup. He was like, okay. He goes, well, take your pants down, and we'll have a feel around. But it was so sensitive. He had no appreciation whatsoever over how sensitive my balls are.
Yeah.
Fucking agony. You couldn't touch them. I had to wear specific clothes, like trackies. Couldn't wear anything that was too constricting.
Right.
Fatima had to walk around in very oversized. Yeah, because any sign of an erection would be agony. You couldn't get a boner, but men wake up with boners for no reason.
Yeah.
So I'd wake up in agony.
Apparently.
And you try not getting an erection when you're not allowed. It's like when you're in school and they say don't laugh, and you just start pissing yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get an erection.
I'm gonna do it alright.
But yeah, so I was super sensitive, and he was like, so I pulled my pants down, and straight away it was too rough.
Yeah.
He was like that. So what is it then? And I was like, mate, it's fucking agony. I was like, it's fucking agony. You can't just do that. And he literally, one hand on my balls. He looks up at me and he goes, sensitive one, are you? He was pretty much chasing me around the room. I was like,
Chase me.
He was like, let me get hold of him. I walked out worse than I was when I went in, because he'd manhandled my testicles.
This is after the operation?
Yeah, it's 3 weeks after.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it out. No.
But I still think what you had is worse. Fatima literally accuses me of sending her doolally, because I'll come downstairs, I'll be watching a film, and I'll go for a piss, and I'll go upstairs, and I'll come back down, and I'll look at her and go, how many 10 pegs did he say we needed for that? And I just look at her and she'll be like, eh? And I'll be like, you said something about those 10 pegs, how many did we need? What were we short of? And I'm literally just talking total shit just because I think it's funny. And she'll be like, 10 pegs? And I'm like, yeah, that's what you were on about before. How many?
Well, that's the point, you lose faith in it, isn't it? You're just like, no, this isn't.
And then I'll just start laughing and she'll go, this is what I'm fucking talking about, Ross. You make me feel like I'm going fucking mental.
This is why we would be together, Ross.
I feel like I'm going fucking mental. I'm like, I just thought it was funny. That's the problem. You always think it's funny. And it's not. Makes me feel like I'm going fucking crazy. So you'll ask me about 10 pegs. Don't get an erection. Don't get an erection. Don't get an erection. How many 10 pegs did he say we needed for that? How many 10 pegs did he say we needed for that? How many 10 pegs did he say we needed for that? In chunky bottoms. Don't get an erection. I can't use and wish I could swap them for money. How many 10 pegs did he say we needed for that?